Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita original, chapter number 4, text number 16. Kim karma kim akarmedi kavayo abhi atra mohita tatte karma pravakshyami yagyatva mokshase ashubha. Kim karma kim akarmedi. What is karma and what is akarma? Kavayo abhi atra mohita. It is very difficult for even a wise person to decide. Kavayo, intelligent person. Atra mohita, they are very confused about these two things. Tatte karma pravakshyami. But I would explain that to you, not me, to you, Krishna to Arjuna. That means Krishna to everybody. Pravakshami means I'm going to transmit this knowledge to you. Yagyatva, by knowing this, you will be free from this material entanglement of this material world. Mokshase and Ashubha, from all inauspicious things as well. Our freedom from this material entanglement is dependent on how much we comprehended about our actions and inactions. Now, we need to understand that why do we need to understand this? Only the humans have given this privilege to understand the actions and inactions. We obtain this rare human form of life after undergoing many billions of lives in other species of life. When we come into this human body, our consciousness actually expands limitedly, but better than the consciousness that has with other living species of life. That means in connection with other species of life, our consciousness is unlimited. Consequently, we can explore about our origin of life instead of exploring how to increase our material facilities by discovering various means to increase our financial situations. We are using our developed consciousness to increase our economy, by which we are trying to make our life better. Better sleeping place, better traveling facility, better food, better mansion, better relationships, friendships, job. This is where our consciousness pervades to. According to the Acharyas, like our great Acharya Sridhar Swami, an astrological calculation came to the conclusion that Lord Brahma lives 100 his years. That is equivalent to our 311 trillion 40 billion years. When we divide that into daytime, his 12 hours from morning 6 to evening 6 is our 432 crores of years. That is 4,320,000,000 years is over. In his daytime, we living beings take birth and die 4,320,000 times. 43,20,000 times we die and take birth in different species of life. There are 84 lakhs, 8,400,000 living species out there. And in the end, we come to the human form of life. And in human form of life, we have 7 times to live. This is according to the calculation of Madhavacharya. There was a great spiritual preceptor, and from whom the Madhava Sampradaya originated. And he said, when we come to the human form of life, we get a chance to live in the human form of life for 7 times. Within these 7 times, some or other, if we can find out our origin of life and the method to stop this repeated birth and death, then we are saving ourselves from further gliding down to the repeated cycle of birth and death. Where to go to fix that problem? Obviously, it is in our action. Karma, akarma, and vikarma. Karma means living for ourselves. You pick up a job, you make some money, you get married according to the scriptural direction, you increase your material facilities and other amenities and live comfortably, and you have a little bit of religious life, follow all the religious festivals. These are called karma. Vikarma means do not care for any rules and regulations of the scriptures. Want to make money? Even if I have to do in illegal manner, kill, rob, steal in so many ways. But my goal is to make money and enjoy. What do they enjoy? Meat, wine, woman, gambling, drinking alcohol without any restrictions. There is no rules and regulations would be followed there at all. That is called vikarma. So vikarma is most dangerous. Basically, you have no understanding about what you are. Plus, we have no idea that we are the soul, we are not this body. They think that we are this body. Therefore, my prime goal is to give pleasure to this body, which turn into exploitation of this body. Without knowledge of this body, more we have to suffer. Not only in this life, by being infected, various germs and worms and diseases, the life after, when we were taken for a judgment, we will suffer there as well. Forbidden action is very dangerous. It takes us to the hellish conditions of life. After that, we end up in some other forms of life which are not congenial for a living soul to live. In such a filthy condition, we may have to live. A person engaged in karma, he will be brought to the human form of life. Again, you have to go through this same life cycle, entering into a womb of a mother, laying there for 10 months, getting out of her womb, crawling on the floor, then from infant to boy, going to school, studying various subjects and become a teenager, then eventually become an adult, get a job, get married, reproduce. Same thing. In every new body, you will have a new dreams. Doctor, engineer, pilot, scientist, social worker, politician, so many things. Then again die, take birth again, second human birth, third human birth, fourth human birth, fifth human birth, sixth and seventh. Seventh birth is considered to be a Vedic Brahmana. If you misuse there, don't care for the goal of life and origin of life and spiritual life, understanding my origin is God and find Him through the philosophy and science, and engage all your activities for His pleasure. In other words, engage your ability for His happiness. If you do that, that service is called akarma, that which does not produce any result, good or bad, because you haven't done anything for yourself. You have done everything for Him. Just like a police, he goes and tortures some thieves and robbers, murderers. He's torturing for the government and he never gets punished. But if he goes outside and beats somebody without any reasons, and he will be also implicated in the laws. Beating, slapping is not allowed. But police always beat and slaps because they were criminals. Or if he does that to a non-criminal person in the city, and he will be also implicated. Similarly, the actions that we perform, anything except the forbidden things, according to the scriptural injunctions, to please the Supreme Lord, we have no positive and negative reactions. That is called akarma. You have to come to that stage of life in human birth only. No other living beings can have this opportunity. Only humans have that opportunity to serve the Lord 100% in full consciousness. This is the science of karma, vikarma, and akarma. Shastra says, aprarabdha phalam bhavam kudam bijam phalonmugam kramenenaiva praliyade vishnu bhaktir radatmanam. We have taken unlimited number of births. Therefore, our bad actions are there, and the reactions for those bad actions are coming up one by one, one by one, one by one. Kramenenaiva praliyade. Slowly, from manifested to the seed form, from the seed form that fructifies. What we are enjoying or suffering is all manifested forms of action from the seed form. As soon as it appears from the seed form to the manifested world, from the unmanifested, the other karma become a seed now. Then from the seed again, it fructifies. In this way, kudam bijam bhalonmugam. Kudam means unmanifested. Bijam means in the seed form. And bhala means manifested. One by one is manifesting. So our suffering and enjoyment is due to our previous actions. Presently, whatever we do is going to come in the future. So we have to be conscious about it. Kramene naiva praliyade Vishnu bhaktir radatmanam. But by rendering devotional service to the Supreme Lord, which is called akarma, for his happiness, these different reactions of karma, that is from kuda to bija to bhalonmugam, all will be destroyed. Just like in the state level, you have committed some offenses. But if you are recruited by the central government, then your state offenses are completely nullified by the arrangement of the federal government. Just exactly like that, every actions that we have committed in karmic level will be absolved when you start rendering service to the Supreme Lord, who is the origin of our soul. It is not just a logical or philosophical. It is the quotation from the Vishnu Purana. Vishnu Bhaktir Radatmanam. Those who render devotional service selflessly to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the majestic Lord, all of their karmic reactions, vikarmic reactions will be completely destroyed. So here, Lord Krishna is saying the most wise man in this world is very confused about what is action and what is inaction. They don't know. They think that doing some social service, I'll be liberated from all the karmic reactions. No, because it is a social service. You have to do spiritual service. Service to God is service to man. Service to God includes all kinds of services. Hospitals, schools, dharmashala, food distribution, everything includes in there. That is service to God. But the social service are something different. For the satisfaction of ourselves, we do. There is no God in anywhere. It is not a religious fanaticism. because there is a head behind every building, every company, every village, every town, every state, every country, every planet, and the one who is the owner and head of the universe is called God. It's not a spiritual or religious fanaticism. So, understanding Him, we will know what is karma, akarma, and vikarma. This is what Krishna says. The intelligent person of the world will be confused about what is action, inaction, and forbidden actions. Let us go to the next verse. Hare Krishna.